Okay, some breaking news live as we're recording all of our other videos for the day. Monty Williams has been dismissed. He is out. He is fired as Detroit Pistons head coach after just one season. Monty Williams had 5 years and $65 million left on his deal. And Tom Gores, Pistons owner, apparently pulled the trigger himself on this move and delivered the news to Trajan Langdon, who is the new president of the Detroit Pistons, who delivered the news to the rest of the organization. We are Detroit Pistons fans. Carter Elliott, how do you feel about the firing of Monty Williams?
Do we think Tom Gores was sober when he made this call, or
I don't think Tom Gores has been sober for 5 years.
okay? So listen, I couldn't watch Monty coach this team anymore, man. I really couldn't. I'm sorry. Like it was truly baffling to watch it sometimes. Like I just watching like Corey Joseph get minutes over guys like Jaden Ivey and watching like these just random guys play over our star players and Cade being frustrated with Monty. Like I could not do it anymore. But I want to make myself unequivocally clear. You know that random question where it's like you can pick four people dead or alive to have dinner with, right? Just like to have the table.
I do, yeah. Yes.
Monty Williams is at my table because he's an all-time bag secure, bag getter. The Monty Williams timeline, just so we make ourselves very clear here. May 2023, he's fired by the Suns. He secures a $20 million plus buyout with that firing. Later that year, June, he's hired by the Detroit Pistons, securing a 6-year, $785 million deal, the largest coaching contract in NBA history. A year later, after just one season, he is fired and secures a 65 million plus buyout. My king, all-time bag getter. I wish you well. Enjoy that money and whatever you're gonna do. There's no reason for you to coach again, but good. That's how you do it. That's how you underachieve while also coming out on top. Good on you, Monty.
Take a bow, Monty. This was a true masterclass. I don't know that we've ever seen more competent incompetence from anyone at any job in world history. Yeah, he made $85 million in just over a year by being bad at two jobs consecutively. He made $85 million to not work. That's incredible. um, yeah, you nailed all of this. I am happy. I'm happy as a fan. The dead little part of me that's still a Pistons fan, which is dead, by the way, but it's there. It's just dead. That part of me is somberly happy today because you're right. I was numb to Monty Williams. Look, I get that it's all about money, and obviously this isn't a financially lucrative deal to the Pistons to have to do this. If it were up to me, I would have fired him the first day that he gave Jaden Ivey a DNP and Killian Hayes played 25 minutes.
Yeah,
I would have fired him that day. And then he was hitting the answers he gave during that whole ordeal made no sense at all. He just it's like he thought this team was going to contend and was coaching and doing rotations as if they needed veterans to give good minutes. Like this whole job was to develop young talent. And he stunted the growth of every single young player on this team to the point that we now think every player might just stink. And I don't know if they do stink or not, but like we're now actually sitting here being like, is Cade Cunningham even worth it? Like that's not fair to him, but it's where we're at. Like, oh, should we just move on from Jaden Ivey? Like, is Asar Thompson ever going to do anything? Like, it's just been an unserious organization because they've had a horrible head coach, and it's crazy that he signed the largest contract in NBA history. I know he went to the NBA Finals, but just so much friction with him and Cade and with Jaden Ivey and the whole team. He was the wrong coach at the wrong time. It's objectively good that he is out. I also applaud him for being the greatest loser the world has ever seen. Like that's truly impressive. And if you ask me what my dream is one day, I think it would be to get paid $85 million to not work.
Monty Williams will make more to not coach over the next 5 years than Dan Hurley would have made to coach the Lakers had he accepted that offer.
It's crazy. Also, this has now become, like you said, you want Monty at your dinner table. Are you taking $500 million or are you taking dinner with Monty Williams?
Well, $500 million,
And
and
Monty would
Monty
tell
would
you,
endorse that move.
who do you want the Detroit Pistons to hire?
Uh, who's Modest Buzella's coach at Ignite?
I don't know.
Actually, no. Actually, no. I take that back. I hope it's not Kevin Ollie. I don't know. I really don't know. Dan Hurley?
I don't know. I mean,
You should know. I lean on you for this.
it can't be Hurley. It can't be Hurley, right? But like, who's your first call? You're Tom Gores and you sober up tomorrow morning. What's your first call?
If I'm Tom Gores, I can't even explain this, but I feel like his first call is going to be to like Billy Donovan.
I mean, there were talks that JJ Redick would get a phone call.
For the Pistons?
Yeah, there were talks about this a couple weeks ago if Monty were fired.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind JJ.
I would love JJ. It'd be fun for content. I mean, my first call, I feel like you have to make this call. My first call would be Tom Izzo. You have to make the call, don't you?
There's no way.
In-state guy, legend, great at developing young talent.
Well, you got to call Greg Campy first.
You got to try Campy, okay?
Yeah, Campy. Just go down the Michigan, and then Dusty. Honestly,
Yeah, I mean, then Matt Painter, then Brad Underwood. No, I don't know. I don't know. You know my stance on NBA coaching. Monty honestly is the biggest gripe I have because I've for years said like NBA coaching doesn't actually matter that much. It's just about like what the players themselves are capable of. And Monty has made me kind of change that opinion because Jaden Ivey couldn't help himself here. He was just stuck on the bench. So I don't know. We just need somebody who can like let us do the rotations for them.
literally, whoever we get, just play the good guys. Like that's got to be the first question in the interview. Will you play our good players? Because yes, then we'll hire you.
If Cade Cunningham comes into your office, if you're Trajan Langdon, and Cade Cunningham says, I want a say in who we hire as the head coach, do you say, okay, Cade, let's do it? Or do you say, get the fuck out, Cade, you're not good enough, I'm trading you?
I say, okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Honestly, hire Mount Verd's coach. What's Boyle up to? Get the gang back together.
Is this a happy day or a sad day for us as Pistons fans? Happy day? Happy day. Okay.
Happy day.
The NBA draft is coming up, and I've got something awesome for you. We are partnering with the people at NBA 2K Lab. NBA 2K is the best video game on earth. The people at 2K Lab are making some awesome stuff to make that game even more fun, and they just launched their 2024 NBA Draft Simulator, where you can find the official Sleepers Media big board. We ranked our top 75 players in this draft class. Me, Carter, Brian Ralph, Riley Davis. We did it together, and it is featured on the 2K Lab NBA Draft Simulator. You can take control of any team in the draft, play GM with just one click, and see our entire rankings before these videos even come out. Check out the link in the description of this video to try out the draft sim for yourself, and you can find more mini games at NBA2KLab.com/NBA-mini-games.